Hi there, welcome back. So in the last movie you have learned that how to create this amazing printable horizontal business card design. And now in this movie I'm going to show you that how to create the vertical version of this horizontal business card. Well, horizontal business card is really popular, but nowadays vertical business card is also equally popular. So what happens if your clients comes to you and say that I need vertical business card? Well, you need to create the vertical business card. So in this movie I'm going to show you how can I do that. Well, once you have learned that how to create this horizontal business card design, you can easily figure it out that how to create the vertical one. Well, that is really easy, but you know that practice make perfect. No, I think it's not quite true. Practice make permanent. Yeah, that is true. Okay, fine. So I'm going to create vertical business card design. Well, you know that we have followed the best practices while designing this horizontal business card. It simply means this business card is ready to print. So if you want to just print it out, go ahead, send it to your printer and it will going to print very nicely because we have followed the best practices. Because we have the bleed area, we actually placed our most important information into safe zone area. We have also made a proper color choices. We have also made a proper color mode, which is CMYK. We have placed our content by this grid lines. So now this is ready to print. You can just go ahead, send it out, and it's going to print exactly the same you can see here. So that is really great. Now we are actually going to design the vertical one with the same best practices. Well, you can see here we have already designed almost lots of our stuff here. So we can actually design our vertical business card and then we can actually grab some information I need from here. That's great. So yeah, actually I'm not going to create another artboard here because I'm really not a big fan of that. Well, if you want, you can just go ahead and create it. It's really up to you if you want to design or create multiple artboard in the same document. It's really fine. But why I'm not doing this, because you know, see, this is the area layers. It's actually going to become messy and messy and messy, right? So that's why I'm going to create a different, like, document here, and I'm going to just create this document for vertical business card design. So what I'm going to do here, basically, I'm just going to give it a name. This is vertical business card design, and if you do not familiar with this new document, I just highly recommend you to just go ahead and watch. That video name is creating and understanding graphic design document setup. Just go ahead, watch it, because in that particular movie I have explained this document and even this bleed area, safe zone area and everything. So go ahead, give it a watch and then come back to this video. So yeah, this is actually our name, and here I'm going to just give it a number of outputs 2. So I need 2 here, so one for front and one for back here. And here obviously I'm going to make it in inches here. I'm just going to give it a width of 2 inch. So now in the horizontal business card design, width is 3.5 inch, but now in vertical width is 2 inch because we are going to switch it. Now height is gonna be 3.5 inch. So this is same like horizontal business card design, but now width in vertical business card 2 inch instead of 3.5, and height is 3.5 instead of 2. So now this is the proper width and height. Now obviously we're going to need that bleed here, and that is going to be 1/8 of an inch, I mean 0.125 inch. And now you can see here this bleed is set up for top, bottom, left and right here, and obviously you can see the color mode here is CMYK. This is really important. If you find this RGB, go ahead and change to this CMYK. Okay, great. So now we have done. Now I can just go ahead, hit OK, and now we can see here there's our 2 vertical business card document, and you can see there's actually bleed area here. So that is really great. So now what I'm going to do here, basically we need a safe zone area, and now for that what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to grab this rectangle tool and just create a simple rectangle here. And now what I'm going to do basically here is that I need another 1/8 of an inch here inside this one. So now you can see here this width is 2 inch. So now what I'm going to do here, basically I'm going to just make this width to be 1.75. So 1.75 inch. This is 1/8 of an inch here, and now this is gonna be, now you know that height is 3.5 inch, so I'm going to make it 3.25 inch. I mean exactly 0.25 less, right? I hit OK, and now you can see there's our rectangle. So now I'm going to just align it to very center here, so I can simply just go ahead, click here, and this is horizontal align center, so it's going to just align in center horizontally. And now I'm going to just align it to vertically center, so I just go ahead, hit this one, and now you can see there's our safe zone area. So that is really great. So now what I can do, basically I can just go ahead, click this one, and I'm going to paste it here also. So Control C, and now I'm going to paste it in front in a place, right? So let me show you. If I just go ahead and hit Control V here, you can just see it's going to paste it here, but I don't want that. I want to be exact place at the same place. So what I can do, basically I can get back to here, and instead of Control V I can just press here Control Shift V, or you can simply go to edit here, and you can see paste in place, hit this one, and going to just paste it into the same place. Great. So this is really easy. So now I can just go ahead, select this one, and I hit Control 5 to make it a guide. If you don't know how to make guide, you can just go to view, go to guide, and make guide. Okay, great. Hit this one. Now it's actually turned to guide here. Once again you can select this one and Control 5 to make it guide here, and there we go. So we have our vertical business card document setup. We have bleed area, we have safe zone area. Now let's go ahead and design our vertical business card. So obviously I'm going to just click this one, and now you know that this is actually our vertical business card, and this is now in a full window here. So now, yeah, this is it. So now what I'm going to do here, basically I'm going to just grab this logo from here. Well, I didn't open that particular logo file because already I have it here, so I can just simply grab it from here. So let me just go ahead, grab it, and let me just come to here, and you can see there we go. This is perfect. I can just come back to here, and now I can just go ahead and let me just increase it. Well, before doing so, let me just go ahead and create custom grid here, so we can actually align it properly here. So for that, you know that you can simply just grab this line tool here, and I need almost 5. Yeah, 5 will be fine. So I'm going to just just create a vertical line from bleed to bleed here. So first one is going to be here, this is its first one, this is second one, this is the third one. Now I need a fourth one here. There we go. And another one is the fifth one, and this is going to be last one. So I need 5 here. So what will happen that I actually have that 3 grid to work with, so that is going to be fine for me. And yeah, there we go. This is our vertical line. Let me just give it a stroke here. This is a stroke, so you can see it very clearly here. And obviously we are not going to use this particular stroke because this is pretty distracting, so we can actually convert it into guide, but not now. Let me first go ahead and align it properly here. So I just go ahead, hit this one, and now it's actually going to align it here. That's great. Cool. So now let me just go ahead, get rid of this one. First one, I don't need that. This is also, I don't need this one. And now we have this one. Well, before converting into guide, let me just go ahead and copy these 3 here, and obviously I'm going to just paste it in this particular artboard, and obviously I'm going to paste in place. So obviously Control Shift V, and there we go. So now we have this particular 3 line. So now let me just go ahead, hit Control 5 to make it guide here. See, it's converted to guide here. That's great. And I need to convert this one also, so Control 5. That's it. So now we have our guide in place. So now let's go ahead and have fun. So first of all, I'm going to design the front one. So I can just simply go ahead, grab it from here, and I'm going to just place it almost here. So yeah, this is gonna be fine. Let me just place it a little bit up here, and now you can see it's actually pretty center here, and that is what exactly I want here. So there we go. This is perfect. Great. Well, if you want, you can just make it even bigger. It's really up to you. It's really up to you. You can just go ahead, and if you want, you can make it big here. Well, I will tackle that later here, so let me just go ahead, shrink it down, and that is fine for me. Let me just hit Control semicolon to hide my guide and see how it's look. Well, obviously that's look fine for now. So I can just go ahead, bring my guide back by pressing this Control semicolon here once again. And now what I'm going to do here, basically, once again, you can see here this is a horizontal business card here. Well, you can see this is actually tagline here is an interview-based JavaScript course. So obviously, I'm going to just copy from there. So I just go ahead, I copy this one, and I just get back to here, and now I'm going to just leave it here. And now you can see this is actually pretty big here, and obviously we need to just break this line here because this is actually going out of this particular artboard, and I really don't want that. And even I also want to place my all important information into the safe zone area. So what I'm going to do here, basically I just go to this type tool here, and if you do not know about this type tool, then I will highly recommend you to just go ahead. Actually, I have an entire course dedicated to type tools, so go ahead and check out my course. That name is Mastering Types in Illustrator, and there actually you are going to learn all about these types here. These are really great in order to create some amazing art using only types. So this is really great, so go ahead, give it a watch. And if you need some help, obviously you can just let me know in the forum, or you can simply just message me personally. It's really fine for me. So obviously I just go ahead and select this one, and I'm just going to click it here to just break it out here. And after breaking this one, I need to just place into the center here. So I just hit this one, and now it's going to place in center here, but yeah, obviously it's actually place it here. I don't want that, so I can just go ahead, grab it here, and I'm going to place it here. There you go. Fine. So there we go. This is actually our particular tagline. Well, I can increase this particular value if I wish, but I think 9 pixel is fine for now. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, that's fine. So obviously now you can see here, there's actually logo here. This is our tagline. I need that sign here, and because we have already created this stuff, so we don't need to create again. So I can just simply go ahead, grab it from here, and save my some time, and I can just go to here, and I'm going to just paste it here, and I'm going to just make it a little bit big so you can see it very clearly here. So for that, you can hold your Shift and Alt key in order to increase it from center here. So see, I'm increasing it from the center here because I hold my Alt and Shift key. So there we go. This is fine. If you just hold on your Shift key, it will going to increase from the from the where you actually just increasing it. So that's fine. There we go. So there's my sign here, and we can actually modify it later if you need. So for now, we're just creating simple stuff here. Okay, fine, that's good. So now what I need, I just get back to here, and you can see here this is actually that rectangle. Here what I'm gonna do here, basically I'm just going to create that rectangle here. I can simply copy that, but that is actually horizontal one, and that is pretty big here, but we need for this vertical one. So let me just go ahead and create custom for our vertical one, right? Great. So I can just go ahead simply, and you can see this is safe zone area, and this is not the most important information, so you can just place it here. It's really fine. So now you can see here, that's great. Now you can see this is actually coming out of this here. I can just go ahead, and there we go. This is perfect. And now what I'm going to do, basically I'm just going to grab it here, and now you can see I want it on, I think 18 or 20. Let's see. So now here actually I just place it 18 here, and here I'm just making it 20. So actually let me just see how it's look. So control semicolon to hide my guide here, and that's look fine, isn't it? Yeah, this is vertical one, so I think 20 will be fine. Yeah, that's great. Fine. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, basically you can actually write here premium edition here, like we actually did in here in this horizontal one. So let me just go back to here, and let's see what's going to happen. So first of all, I'm going to just say here premium edition in this particular artboard. So premium edition, and there we go, that's fine. And now I can simply just go ahead, and let me just little bit small here. So let me just go to here. I think 6 will be fine, because this is actually capital, and if you have like capital ones, then 6 pixel is really great. So I can just go ahead, paste it here. Obviously I'm going to just change its color to be black to be white here. So now you can see here there's actually whole load of color, and I really don't want that. So what I can do, basically here I can get back to here, and I'm going to just select all unused color here, and I'm going to delete it for this document here. And now we have only color we actually used in this particular logo, and we actually have it here, right? So obviously I'm going to make it a white here, and now you can see there's actually our premium edition white font color. Now I can just go ahead and increase its tracking here. So now you can see the tracking is 0 here. And first of all, you can see here this is actually Merit Pro font. I'm going to make it Arial here. So this is going to be our Arial font here. This is going to be regular one, and now I'm going to increase its tracking to be something like 200, and see how it's actually look. So 200 is fine here. You can see that's look pretty fine here, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. So I can just go to here and go to character here, and I'm going to make it 300 pixel here, and there we go. This is fine. Yeah, that's fine. You can see that's great. So now we actually we have just designed it. That really look nice for me. So I've hit my control semicolon to bring my guide back here, and now you can see it's not aligned properly here, so I'm going to just place it a little bit here. So now you can see now it's actually aligned properly here, and that is why grid is so important. See, great. So control semicolon to just hide it out, and you can see that look pretty nice. Cool. So yeah, that is great here. But here's one thing we actually missed here, and that is we haven't created our this particular artboard rectangle. So let me just quickly do that. So I can just go ahead, grab this rectangle here, and I just go ahead and create this rectangle here. There we go. And if you don't want to create, then it's fine, just leave it off. If you don't want to use any custom background something, you can just go ahead and leave it off. This is really fine, but I'm just making sure that this is gonna be best way as possible. So this is the best way actually. I really apologize that I haven't created this at the beginning of this video, so it's fine. I can just, so what I can do basically, I can just go ahead, grab it from there, and I'm going to just place it here, and there's this is fine here. Let me just go ahead, right click this one and send it to back here, and there we go. That's perfect. So now it's actually get back here, and now I can see it's actually get back to here. I just go ahead and just lock it out, so I cannot move it here. Great. So that's fine. So actually we have our this particular design here. That's great. Now what I'm going to do here basically, what I'm going to do actually, I need to just place here my website name here, and that QR code, you can see it here, right? There we go. Perfect. So what I'm going to do here basically, I'm just going to bring my guide back here, and obviously I need to place into inside my this safe zone area, because those are the most important information. So I can simply just go ahead and grab it from here, and I'm going to just there we go. Here I just go ahead, grab it here, and there we go. Because we actually already have created this one, so we are going to save some time here. That's great. This is my website name here, and I'm going to grab this code here. So obviously I'm going to grab it from here, and I'm going to paste it here. So now that's fine. You see, yeah, that looks really great here. So now you can see this is actually our business card front. That's great. I mean, we have just designed the front side of our business card. Well, you can see here, this is actually 9 point here. If you want to increase it, you can just go ahead and increase it. And let me see how it looks. So we can, a little bit, this is going to be awesome. You can see, even in 10 pixels, this looks really great. So I will keep it 10 pixel. That's fine. And this is the decision you need to make as the best decision you can while you're designing your stuff. So now this is very simple here, and if you want to just apply some kind of gradient and any color, you can just go ahead and you can apply into this background. This is really gonna be fine, because we have just placed our background here. That's great, right? Great. So now we have done, right? Cool. So I can just go ahead, hit control semicolon to hide my guide, and there we go. You can see this is our vertical business card, and that looks pretty fine, isn't it? Yeah, that's look really nice. If you want to make some changes here, you can just go ahead, make some changes, or if you want to add some kind of extra bit of something here, you can just go ahead, place it out here. And again, you know that if you are designing it for your clients, you need to make some kind of a 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 business card to show them that see what your client's gonna like. So yeah, that's fine. Great. So yeah, that's cool. Let me just go ahead, let me just make a little bit big here, see how it's actually look. So now actually I haven't designed it yet already, because we actually haven't practiced it. I'm just designing it right now. So now you can see that how you can actually design anything on real time, and what the decision you need to make while you're designing. Great. So now you can see that looks fine for me, and let me just bring it a little bit down here. And now let me just bring this also down here, right? And let me just bring this little bit down here and see how's it look. So I just go ahead, press control semicolon here. Yeah, that's look fine, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. So obviously that's cool. If you want to modify it, you can just go ahead and choose which one actually going to best to you. And if you design even the cooler vertical business card, then please post into the forum, and I will just give you a rating. I will just review your business card. That is gonna be awesome. So yeah, that's cool. So now let's go ahead and design the back side of our business card. Well, this is also gonna be very easy, because now what I'm gonna do here, basically I'm going to make it completely dark. So you can see here, in this case this was actually half white and half dark. Now in this case I'm going to make this completely dark, the back side. So let's see how it's actually going to look, right? So obviously I'm going to grab this rectangle here this time, and I'm not going to forget, right? So I just go ahead, create that rectangle here. So if you want to change it, you can just go ahead, easily change it. And don't forget that this all exercise file is available to download. You can just go ahead and easily download it where you actually watching this video. Great. So yeah, this is right here. Now let me just go to here. First of all, let me just go ahead and lock it. So there we go. Yeah, this one. I'm going to lock it here, so I cannot move it easily. You can see I cannot move it right now. Great. So now let's go ahead and first of all, let me just go to here and let me unlock it. And here I'm going to just give it a color which is gonna be our dark here. So swatches, and obviously this color. Great. And now I'm going to lock it. So here we go. I'm just going to lock it, and now we have the background or backside business card. And you can see here, obviously you can just enter some kind of information. You actually place it here in this particular here, because now I don't need this part, because we actually already have this part here. See, so this is fine for me. And obviously if you want to include this information here, you can easily do that, right? So you can include it here. So let's see what idea I just come up with. So obviously I just get back to here, and what I'm going to do basically here, let me just go to here, and you can see there's actually my name here, instructor, and there's actually our icon, I mean user icon. So what I can do basically here, I can just get back to here. Let me just go ahead, and here I'm going to create here Rahul Giri. It's my name here. Actually that's fine for me. And you can see here there's actually tracking here, so I'm just going to get remove of that tracking. So for that, let me first of all again just make this color to be white, so you can see it very clearly here. And this is tracking, so I just go to this character here, and I'm going to just make this 50 tracking here. That's fine. So yeah, that's look really nice. Great. So I can simply just go ahead and grab it from there to here. You can see this is a safe zone area, so I can simply just go ahead and just place it here. There we go. That's fine for me. Yeah, and obviously I need to place it instructor, right? So here instructor here, and you know what, I'm just going to make it something like that, and cannot make it completely white here, because if I do that, it's gonna compete with my name here, and I don't want that, right? So I can simply get back to here, and let me just make this particular here this color, and here I can simply just go ahead and let me just go ahead and first of all let me just place it here, and I go to here and I can choose any one of this guy. See how it's look? Yeah, that's fine. So I can just go ahead, grab it from there. I can just go ahead and paste it here, but you can see here this is actually pretty big here, so I'm going to make it a little bit small here, because this is actually a capital one, and I can simply just go ahead and place it over. Let me just go ahead 10 9 8 7 let's make it 6 point, and 6 point is pretty fine for me. I can just bring it here, and let me just make it a little bit up here, and let's add some tracking here. So for tracking, what I'm gonna do, I just go to character here, and tracking is gonna be 300. So let's go ahead, place a 300, see how it's actually look. So here we go. You can see 300 is pretty big here. You can see, yeah, it's pretty big. Let me make it 200 and see how it actually looks. So I can just go ahead, make this 200 here, and there we go. This is look fine, I guess. There you go. Yeah, fine. Cool. So yeah, that's great. So actually we have just did it. So now if you want to include your photograph, you can just go ahead and include it here, or I can simply just go ahead, let me just grab this particular icon here, because this is fine for me. I can just grab it to here, and I can just simply just place it here. So if you want, you can make it a little bit big here, and let me just make little big, right? So there we go. Yeah, that's fine. I can just go ahead and place it here by using my arrow keys. So there we go. This is fine. Let me just hit control semicolon to hide it and see how it look. Yeah, that's look pretty fine for now. Yeah, I mean That's look fine. So let me just bring my guide back, and we're actually going to improve it later. So first of all, let's go ahead and just do our basic stuff here. So here what I'm going to do here basically, let me just go ahead and here let me just go ahead and just add this line here, premium edition here. So I can just go ahead and let me just copy it, and I'm going to paste it here in front. So Control Shift P to paste in front here. Let me just go ahead, hit Control semicolon to hide it, and you can see I pasted it in front here, but you can see now it's actually mixed up with this color. So now you know that you can simply get back to here, and now this is fine, but you can just go ahead and decrease this this color. So let me go to here and select this particular rectangle here and decrease its opacity to be something like I don't know. I can just go ahead, make it, I think, 91. It's really up to you to make some little, very subtle difference. So you can see it very clearly here, right? Great. Well, if you want to just include like a drop shadow or any kind of outer glow or inner glow, you can do that very easily. It really isn't a big deal here, but you just make a very subtle difference here. So now I can just go ahead, let me just make this 95% here, see how it looks. So I think 95% is really great. You can see, yeah, that's fine. Great. So I can just go ahead, and now I'm just going to lock it out here, and that's fine. That's really fine. So first of all, let's go ahead and add our social address here, and actually we don't have to write once again because we have already done it here. So if we have already done it here, why do you need to waste your time? So I can just go ahead, hit Control 0 to bring it front here, and I'm going to just go ahead and just copy these three here, Control C, and I'm going to grab it here and Control V in this particular artboard. And you can see here, and there's actually no chance to paste into place here. You can just hit Control V because it's not going to place into place here because of this is actually horizontal one and this is the vertical one. So I can just go ahead, grab it here, and you can see this will look a little bit small here. Let me just make it a little bit big here so you can see it very clearly here. There we go. This is perfect, I guess. And let me just go ahead and bring my guide back so we can center it. And even if you want, you can just go ahead and just go to here, and you can see here now this is actually in center here, and I'm going to just bring it down here. Well, if you want to add extra bit of information like your phone number and anything else, you can just go ahead, and you know that you can easily include it here. It's really fine, but actually I'm just placing it here. This is just a dummy text, obviously, because I'm showing you. You can just go ahead and you can just add anything you wish. It's really up to you. Well, you know that this particular Facebook address and the Google address I actually haven't created yet, but at the JS interview, this is actually my Twitter handle, and I have just created for this particular course here. So there we go. This is actually our social address here. And now what I'm going to do basically here, I'm going to include this logo here. So how do I do that? Well, this is a really interesting case. How do I solve this issue? Well, I'm going to show you, don't worry about it. First of all, what I'm going to do here basically, I'm just going to, let me just go ahead, grab it from here, and let me just bring my guide back once again, and I'm going to just first of all place it here because I'm going to add my this particular this code bar is actually here. So let me just go ahead and let me just bring it here, and I can simply just go ahead, bring it here. There we go, Control semicolon to hide my guide, and that's fine. So I just go ahead, Control semicolon to bring it back, and now I'm going to grab this QR code and I'm going to bring it here by holding my Alt key, so it's going to copy, and now I'm going to just place it here. And the only reason is that because of it's really gonna look awesome. So you can see here this is actually black here, and now you can see here this is also black. So let me just go ahead, and obviously I'm going to make it white here. So this is actually swatches here, white, and this is now white, but you can't see it here. Let me just go ahead, and what I'm going to basically here, I just go to here and I'm just going to unlock it, click here, and just going to send it back. There you go. And now I can just go ahead and I can just easily go to here and just lock it. There we go. And now you can see here this is actually, there's our QR code. That's fine. And if I hit Control semicolon to hide my guide here, you can see it very clearly here. This actually look pretty small here in order to know this stuff. So I can just go ahead, hit Control semicolon once again, And let me just make it little bit, small here. So this is gonna be like, fine here. And yeah, that's fine. And you can see here, this is actually now 5.47. This is fine, but if you want to make it 6, you can just go ahead and just increase it. That's fine, right? And now I'm going to just bring it here. Great. And let me just once again just to make this 150 point here, right? There we go. Perfect. I can just grab to here, and that's fine. Let me just go ahead and increase its tracking. So obviously this is now 50 here. Let me make it 70. See how it's look. So you have both options. Don't forget that. So let me just go ahead and make this 90 here, and that's fine, I guess. There we go. Cool. So now you can see this is look fine. I hit control semicolon, and now you can see, yeah, that's look great. So I hit control semicolon once again, and now let me just go ahead and make this particular QR code little bit big here, so you can see it very clearly here. So this is gonna be big, and I'm just going to make it big because of this name here. So I just go ahead, control semicolon, and now you can see now it's look a little bit big here. That's fine. Cool. So now I'm going to just bring this semicolon here, and that's great. Now let's go ahead and add our logo here. So how to do that? Well, let me just go ahead first of all and create a simple guide here, so we can actually just check it, which is actually our center. So we can easily just go ahead and create 3 guides, so 1 and 2 and 3. So 2 is going to be in center here, but you can see here this is actually center intersect point. You can see it's showing this is actually center. So I can simply just go ahead and create this line over center here, see. And now I just click this one here and hold on my shift key on L key, and you're going to create it from center here. That is really great. This is a nice tip you need to learn. This is great. So I just go ahead and now I leave it off. Now I just go ahead, give it a stroke here, and now obviously I hit control 5 to make it guide. There you go. This is actually our guide, and our guide is ready. Great. So now what I want here, I need to create something here. So I need to just place my website address here and my logo. So how do I do that? Well, I can simply just go ahead and grab this rectangle here, and obviously I can simply just grab this here, and I'm going to make, I think, this much big here. And let me just go ahead, and it's really up to you. And yeah, that's fine. So I can just go ahead, and you can see this stroke here. I can get rid of this stroke here, and I can simply just go ahead, and I think I need to fill it out with the white here. Let me just go ahead and fill it with the white here, and you can just go ahead. You can see actually I filled it white here. So yeah, that's look fine here, but there's one problem. You can see actually I just created it from safe zone area, and there's actually exited from safe zone. I can just go ahead. Let me just increase it here. So now it's gonna be all the way to here. That's fine. Great. So let me just go ahead, hit control semicolon to hide my guides, and now you can see that's fine. That's really nice, right? I'm going to bring my guide back once again. I can click to here, and now I can just go ahead easily, and I can place it here. There you go. That's look fine here. That's great. Well, if you want to add some kind of a drop shadow here, you can just go ahead and add it. It's really up to you, and actually we will do that, I think, later. So what you can do basically, you have many options here. So what you can do basically, you can just go ahead and grab it from here, and you can hold on your Alt key, so it's going to make a copy of it. You can see now it's actually make a copy here, and you can just go ahead and just to make it small here. So now I can see. So what I'm going to do basically, I'm just going to here, and I just need to find out where is actually my logo here. So for the logo, you can see here this okay, fine, there you go. This is the problem here. So this is actually our logo here. I'm going to just bring it up here. So I'm going to just bring it up here. There we go. I think, yeah, there we go. Now I can see it in here up, right? Great. So yeah, that is actually our up here. Let me just go ahead and hit control plus to increase it a little bit here. Let me just go ahead and bring it here, and I'm just going to, first of all, let me just go ahead and lock this one so it's not going to move here. So let me just see which one is actually, this is actually rectangle here, right? So you can see this is the rectangle. I'm just going to lock it here, so I cannot move it from here, and I can just go ahead and I can simply just go ahead and make it little bit big here, and I can just place it here. Yeah, that is really one way. Or another way, you can simply just go ahead and create that, that round shape here. So okay, fine, I think that is gonna be fine. Okay, fine, that is gonna be really great. But before, let me show you how to do that this one, and then you're actually going to create that circle and cut it half and paste it here. That is gonna be also fine. So first of all, let's go ahead and create this button. So I can just go ahead and hold my Alt key, and I can simply just make copy of it. So you can see I made a copy. I can just go ahead and bring it here. And now you can see the same problem here because I copied it from here. That's why actually, I need to just, bring it like above all of it. So I can just go ahead, hit this one, and I'm going to bring it up here. So here we go, that's fine. And now let me just make it a little bit big, so control plus plus to make this big here. And now I can just go ahead simply, and if you want, you can just go ahead and increase it by there, or you can simply just go to here and control A, and I'm going to just make it a little bit bigger. So 8 point, yeah, 8 point is fine for me. That's great. Yeah, that's fine. So I can just go ahead and I get back to here, and I'm going to just place it here. There we go. And let's actually place into center here. So that is gonna be really fine, I think. There we go, perfect. Control 0, and now control semicolon to hide it. And now you can see this looks fine. I mean, not that much cool, but this looks really nice, I guess. Yeah, that's looking really nice. So actually, this is the one way you can do that. You can just go ahead and create this one, or you can simply create a half circle there. Let me show you. I can just get back to here, and now what I'm going to do basically, I'm just going to grab this ellipse here and hold on my shift key, so it's going to make a perfect circle here. And let me hold my alt key, so it's going to create from that center. And I'm going to create a simple circle here. There we go. This is fine, I guess. Yeah, fine. And now what I'm going to do basically here, I'm just going to grab this line segment tool, and I'm going to just create a simple line from here to there. And let me just give it a stroke here, and now I'm going to select both these two, and I'm going to just grab this shape builder tool and hold on my alt key to delete one part of it. So I just go ahead and click this one. It's going to delete it, this part. And now I can just go ahead and grab this line and delete it, and there we go. So now we actually have this particular circle here. I can just go ahead and place into very center. You can see this is center here, and there we go. So now what I can do basically, I can just go ahead and grab it from there, and I can paste it here. That's great, cool. So yeah, actually I need to know, let me just get back to here, and I need to just place this my logo above everything here. So click this one here, and I'm going to just place it up here, and now you can see, yeah, that's fine. You can see it very clearly here, and that is really great. This looks really fine, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to just place into my center here. Control semicolon to bring my guide back, and you can see now it's actually perfectly center here. That's great. Control semicolon, and there we go. This looks really nice. If you want, you can just go ahead and increase our logo. So I just bring it here, and let me just increase the size of our logo here. So hold on my alt and shift key to just increase it from center here, and let me just bring it down here. There we go, and this looks really fine, isn't it? Yeah. Control 0, and you can see, yeah, that's look really nice for me. Well, if you want to make any changes here, you can just go ahead and do that. It's really up to you. And yeah, that's really great. And if you want to add some kind of that information here, actually I have added, I can just go ahead, copy this one from here, and I can simply get back to here, and I'm going to paste it here. And now I can just go ahead, drag it up here somewhere. Let me just bring my control semicolon and guide here, and I'm going to just place it here, and I'm just going to make it up here. And the only reason I'm placing it into here, left aligning, is that you can see actually I have aligned left this one. Okay, great. So obviously an entrepreneur, web developer, and graphic designer. Yeah, that's fine, cool. So there we go. I hit control semicolon, and now you can see there's actually backside of our business card. Well, if you came up with an awesome vertical business card design, just post into the forum, and I would really love to review your vertical business card design. So yeah, this is the backside of our business card. That is cool. So yeah, this is it. So actually you can just go ahead. Well, there's a many way to improve this vertical business card design, but that wasn't the part of this one. I just wanted to show you that how you can actually, you know, create your vertical business card design in the best possible way. And this is the best way to design your vertical business card. Well, the most important thing is now this business card is ready to print, so you can just go ahead and print it out. It's gonna work really well. You will actually going to see the output, the final output version from your printer. You can see it here. Great. So yeah, this is our vertical business card design. I hope you liked it. If you have any doubt or you want to say something or anything, let me know in the forum, or you can simply just message me personally. It's really fine. So thank you so much for joining me in this movie. I really appreciate your time, and see you in the next movie where I'm going to show you that how to design letterhead for your company. See you there.